My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
Race 7 is the South African Filly Sprint Grade 1, brought to you by The Witness. It's run at weight for age terms over 1,200 metres. The off time for race 7 is at 3:15, and without doubt for me, this is the strongest renewal of the South African Filly Sprint that we've seen for many a year. And how exciting to see number 15, Captain's Ransom, back in action, a winner of 10 of her 12 starts to date. She won her first 2 races over 1,200 metres. Well, technically the first was 1250 and the second over 1,200 metres, but she hasn't sprinted for a very long time. She's emerged as a supreme champion over 1,600 metres, but here she is to take on many competitive and in-form rivals over 1,200 metres. But first up, we're going to show you a rerun of number 10, Under Your Spell, her impressive victory in the recent World Sports Betting Fillies Guineas, not forgetting that she won on this day when capturing the Alan Robertson Championship in 2021. We have interviews with Muzieni, Keegan DeMello, Paul Peter, Justin Snaith and Kelvin Habib.
Quest moves through down the inside. Under Your Spell's going to have to pick up. Got 3 or 4 to go. Coming to the 200, Kayleen. Under Your Spell's now starting to find her stride. Supreme Quest is on the inside. Supreme Quest. Under Your Spell is now getting going. And Under Your Spell's coming at Supreme Quest and will win. 3rd place, Kayleen. 4th place, Silver Darling.
Yeah, she's quite a good filly on her day. Obviously, Group 1 level. I'm not quite sure if she's able to, like I'm saying to you, she's proven her class in Grade 1 level, but she's definitely got the ability to be very competitive. Hopefully they run her off her feet and she comes hard at the end, and if those top fillies fluff their lines, I'm sure she'll go very close.
Really hopeful. It is a very competitive field. Captain's Ransom, she's never run at Scottsville, but she's a very good filly on her day, a filly like Big Burn. Very smart filly. She's got a couple of lengths to find on her, and but she's a filly that's found form at the right time, so we can go into the big races looking forward to it.
Yes, I think she'll go well. It's her first run at Scottsville, but she's in a good space. I think she will handle the track. She's versatile. You could lead with her or you could come from just off them. So I think in saying that she should handle the track. Without a doubt, I think Captain's Ransom is the horse to beat. There's nothing better than class, and she's got all the class on her side, and she's got a turn of foot. So she's obviously the horse to beat, but our filly is very, very well, and we're going to go in there fighting.
I think with Grant up, you can see a much improved run. I really do believe that she will run at Scottsville. I do think she's that type of filly that should suit the track. She's beaten some very nice fillies in Cape Town. And I think for punters, there's 1 or 2, 3 horses that stand out in this race at Group 1 level. And then I put her in the next tier. I think she's a filly that for quartets, trifectas, if you're going to go a little bit wider, put her in. She could be the dark value for places and stuff like that. And if she has a bit of luck, she could go closer. Certainly a filly I wouldn't leave out of anything. Doing well at home. First run was very disappointing. There's no way she could have run that bad compared to the other horses I had in the race. We almost made her our selection of our bunch. So, as I said, if you're going to add 1 or 2 more horses, put her in. Grand Finnick Cup. You could always see a surprise package here.
Yeah, listen, she's a horse that's really close to my heart, and I think she's a lovely filly. She's in a really good space. It's amazing how she just knows that we're going. When we went the mile, she started to relax at track and switch off, and now that we're going back to the sprint, it's like she's turned it on now again, and she's script and ready. So yeah, look, I'm very excited to ride her again. As you say, she's 1 from 1 at Scottsville, so she really likes the track, and we're hoping to make it 2 from 2.
She's in very good form. Last year she was eliminated out of this race, so I'm very happy a year later she gets an opportunity. She's in good form. She's But she does find issues, like you say there. She likes to run into the back of some horses, and she has her moments, and she's quirky. But I think she deserves her opportunity this year, and we're hoping for a good run from her, but obviously very competitive. Doing well at home, I think she's a filly that should really do well in Natal. Last year she came up here, she won the Fillies Guineas, beating Princess Carla, so you can't say she doesn't like Natal. Her next start, unfortunately, she picked up a virus, made it very public, and she also had to overcome a bad draw in that. So with a virus, a shocking draw, we had to chase around the field. She only got beat a couple lengths. I mean, if that's her bad day, I wish I had more horses like that. I galloped her at Scottsville. Richard was very happy with her gallop there. It is her first run in quite a while, but in saying that, she is captain's ransom, and you've got to respect that. There are some very fast fillies here, so we're looking for a good positive run from her. I would never be running her unless I thought she would run a big race. Obviously Scottsville is a worry, especially for good horses. It's a different type of track. It's caught out many champions. So obviously that is my biggest concern, not the 1200, but just the undulation and the waving of Scottsville. A lot of jockeys will tell you, you can feel the horses move over different ways. It's a very strange feeling from a jockey perspective. But I don't think it's going to bother her too much. On a pedigree, you would think she'd have a big run. Let's hope for a positive effort on Saturday. That'll bring her on for the Garden Province.
Well, win, lose or draw, it's fantastic to see Captain's Ransom in action. She's been solidly supported in the anti-post market. She was priced up 16 to 10. They've grabbed the 16 to 10. They've grabbed the 15 to 10. She's now around 13 to 10. Sheldon, I'm actually quite pleased that she's drawn out in gate 15. We're not quite sure whether there's going to be any track bias, whether there'll be a perceived track bias. But the fact is that she's likely to come from off them. And if Richard Foury's got nothing in front of him and she can get into top gear and blister home, it's better to be on the outside than trying to weave your way through the traffic on the inside. She won her first two starts over a sprint distance. It's hard to know what to expect. She's clearly the class act. But when you consider the likes of True to Life, Big Burn, Under Your Spell, and a few others who are specialists over 1,200 meters, Big Burn is one of my favorite fillies in training. She really deserves to win a race of this sort. But I'm rowing in with Captain's Ransom. I think the class will prevail.
I'm in your camp. I'm going to go number 15, Captain's Ransom. She's a freak of a racehorse, won 10 of her 12 runs to date. And I've got to agree that outside draw will probably be in her favour because she's not going to be in the scrimmaging. She'll be behind them. And once Richard finds that outside rail or towards the outside, he'll have a clear passage, so no excuses. And these are the type of horses that rise to the occasion on the big day. So never mind the 1200, she's been there to gallop. And we're going to go number 15, Captain's Ransom. You mentioned the money's there. Number 10, Under Your Spell, the Alan Robertson winner. So she's undefeated course and distance. And Sean Terry also ran second with Sound of Warning. So Under Your Spell, the Sean Terry outfit, they know what it takes to win these big races. The sprinter number 4, True to Life. She's been kept to the sprint distances. She'll be my third selection. And then I'll throw in the other Justin Snaith runner, which is number 13, Favorita.
So what are your Dlala selections?
My Dlala selections, having a look at the Dlala selections, number 15, Captain's Ransom, to beat number 10, Under Your Spell, 4, True to Life, and number 8, Big Burn. And when it comes to the quartet, Roving Bankers 10 and 15 with 2, 3, 4, and 13. Over to you, Graham.
Your eyesight's definitely better than mine. We don't differ as far as the top 4 are concerned. I've also got number 15, Captain's Ransom, expecting the class to prevail, but it's not going to be easy. She's going to have to bring her A game because she's up against some real exciting sprinters. My second choice is number 8, Big Burn. My third choice, number 10, Under Your Spell. My fourth choice, number 4, True to Life. And I also respect number 2, Sound of Warning. But my suggested Dlala bet is an exacta boxed with those top 4 in the race, 4, 8, 10 and 15. That's my Dlala selection for race 7, the South African Filly Sprint. What a race it's going to be.
Hi, I'm Trevor. the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.